What is up, guys? Today's video is not going to be a low-cost, high-profit video, but don't click off the video quite yet. Today, we're going to be making a squirrel trap. I've been making squirrel traps like this for a while, so I was just like, why not just make a video about it? And that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. So let's not waste any time and jump right into the video. For this project, we're going to be using a pine 1x6. For first cut, we're going to measure up 20 inches. Then we'll cut two more the same size. Now for a top piece, we're gonna measure 19 inches. All right, we're gonna set our 19-inch piece right there, and we'll put one of our 20-inch pieces on the bottom, and then stack them up like this. And then our 19-inch piece should go right there. So let's start screwing it together. And of course, we're going to be pre-drilling all of our holes because we don't want any of this wood to split. Now it's time for the trap door, and what we're going to be using is 1-inch PVC pipe, and we're going to rip it down straight in half, and it's going to act like sliders for the door. So let's go get 1-inch PVC pipe and use the bandsaw and rip it straight in half. Well, that made a mess. Now we'll just get a piece of sandpaper and clean out those edges. And these go right here. All right, I got these really small screws right here. I think they're maybe a 1/2 inch screws, but we're gonna use these to secure these. But we're gonna use these to secure the rails to the box. So they got that on first take. Now we can build the door for it. And this is gonna measure out to be 3 3/4 of an inch. So let's cut another piece of 1x6 just like that. What I ended up doing is using the belt sander and beveling the edges, and it paid off because look, it works perfectly now. So now that that works, we need to move on to the mechanism that actually drops the doors. Our first step is to drill a 1-inch hole with a Forstner bit 4 inches from the back. Then we'll switch that 1-inch drill bit out for a 3/8 inch drill bit. And we're gonna drill it right at the top of the door. Now we just need to get a 1-inch wide piece of this board. Luckily, I have a lot of these scraps laying around, but we're gonna measure up 12 inches and cut it there, and we're gonna secure it to the top of the box. This measurement doesn't really have to be precise. It just has to be a little, this measurement really doesn't have to be this cut doesn't really have to be precise because this measurement really doesn't have to be precise, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. That looks about right. So now we have to somehow secure this to the box. I'm gonna try to do a pocket hole, but I don't have a pocket hole jig, so I'm just gonna try to do it without it. Hopefully that works. All right, I got another piece of PVC pipe. This is probably around 18 inches long. And what this is gonna do and sit right here, we're gonna have a piece of rope go down to here and a piece of rope attached to the door. But I'm actually gonna cut off the end right here because we don't really need all of this. I'm just gonna drill a hole through each end of the PVC pipe so we can attach our rope to it. All right, for a trigger mechanism that the squirrel is gonna be triggering is we're gonna get that piece that we cut off from that, and we're gonna trace out kind of like a hook. So we'll go cut this out with the bandsaw. What this hook does is it catches on the underside of the board, and whenever a squirrel comes along and touches it in the inside, it can pull through and lets the door down. So now that we know how that works, we're gonna attach everything together with some twine or paracord. Drill a hole through here. And I got some of this like waxed twine or some sort, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna work. There we go. So this is gonna hang up just like this, and whenever the hook is triggered, boom, we got a squirrel. Now we can attach this. So there we go, we finally got it complete. And what happens is whenever the squirrel comes in here, they'll see the bait on the stick right there. They're gonna push it, traps them right there. But anyways, they can't get out. It got pretty sturdy. But yeah, we're gonna go set it in the woods and see if we can catch anything. All right, we have arrived at the secret squirrel trapping location. All right, so what we're gonna be doing, I got this peanut butter and bread right here. Hopefully the squirrels like it. We're gonna just take this piece and stab it through here, kind of like that. Or we can just drop it in and put it in the back so they have to knock that piece of wood to get to it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I cannot do that without your help. When I catch a squirrel, I'll post a short about it, so make sure y'all are subscribed. Click right here to subscribe, click right here to watch my woodworking playlist, and I'll see y'all next time.